Welcome back to Belonging Songs, the weekly podcast that brings you a brand new original song each episode, then talks about the themes of that song and the processes that go into writing and recording it. I am your host, Wade Dana. With me, as always, my good friends, Patrick Crane.
Thanks for coming back, everybody.
Brad Maurer.
Hi.
So what have you guys been up to?
Oh, me. Not much.
Well, good segment.
What are you into?
I'm finishing my kitchen.
Finishing your kitchen. That's correct. Yeah.
Got a range hood
Damn near got. Installed?
installed. Externally vented.
Welcome back to Belonging Songs.
Welcome to Kitchen Renovation Hour.
I got a kitchen.
This week, we got one of my songs. And for the listeners out there, our BSers, this one probably encapsulates what most people think of when they think of my music. I know for this project, I've been trying to be more cognizant of songwriting, being more honest and open. But in the past, not so much. This kind of has that, but this brings the cynicism, the snarkiness that I tended to hide behind a lot in the past as I wrote songs.
I think that's accurate. I think we'll get a sneak peek here.
I haven't heard this song, but I've read accidentally 2 lines, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and if I can, I've heard it, and so if I can just kind of put a bow on something, Wade is married to one of the most positive, forward-thinking, love life.
Oh yeah, she's sunshine,
girls,
rainbows,
and she's got this anchor that she's got.
That would be me.
I'm just kidding. So it's like, let's go do something. No. So we like to poke fun at him for that, and it probably was part of the genesis of this song.
Yeah, so this song is called Negative Fun.
I'll never go up in a hot air balloon. That sounds like the worst thing you could ever do. It sounds like negative fun. It sounds like negative fun. And don't take me camping, there are too many bugs. It's smoky and damp and it's all outside. It sounds like negative fun. And I don't wanna have friends over, that sounds like a drag.
So the song doesn't mess around. It just gets to the point, right? So,
I love that I've heard you say all of this.
Yes. Or you know the derivative.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know every story.
I'm in Oregon, and we're driving 5 hours. It's a fucking mountain. We're looking at a mountain. Like, yeah, it's awesome. Wait, like, no, it's a fucking mountain.
so for the listeners, you guys were just.
Cracking up.
I tried to get a video, but apparently I don't know how to work my phone.
This song is amazing. This is
Yeah.
this
I think it's sung in positive fun, which makes the negative fun content even better. So it's like da 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 do 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 do, but it's like fuck you. so I like that about it. And then I love at the end. I just wrote "fuck it" in parentheses or quotes because it's just like I'm not even gonna write any more lyrics.
That's what I
Like,
tried
who
to
gives
sing
a
about
fuck anymore? Like, go fuck yourself with the words. It's like a guy that's like up on the stage that doesn't want to be there. Like he's in the band, but he doesn't like the band. But he's the lead singer. He's like,
Do you remember the Phil Hartman, Frank Sinatra?
Yeah. That's you hit that mark.
My favorite thing lyrically about this song is that it is Wade bitching about all the things that make things great. Is the fact that that's what he hates, like camping, being outside, and the lake being wet.
Yeah.
It's perfect. I also wrote this is my favorite Ween song ever because I think it sounds like it's in the spirit of a Ween song.
Yeah.
So, Brad, you mentioned my wife, and the first time I played this for her, she's just this look of disgust on her face the entire time. And it finished, she's just like, I don't like it. Bless her heart.
Yeah, we love her, and we always compare. Like, my wife is more like Wade, and I'm more like Shannon. There's always that.
Totally.
When we get together, they hit it off, and we hit it off kind of thing. Me and Shannon are always trying to get Amanda and Wade out to do something, which is fun.
So here's a fun story about vacationing with Wade. So Shannon and Wade came out to London with me one year, and I would have to make Wade a snack plate to coax him to places like a literal carrot and stick.
It'll be fun. We're bringing.
Where are we going to go? We're going to look at stuff?
Yeah.
And here's the other thing I think the listeners should know about Wade, which makes this even more hilarious. The guy has a great time once he's there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
But fucking
That's
getting
it.
him there.
That's
I'm
it.
like
Goddamn chores.
notorious for like buying concert tickets, and then the day rolls around, I'm like, I don't want to go there.
But then we get him there, and it's like, all right. He's like, oh, that was the best fucking show I've seen in a long time. Like, yeah, that's why you had to go.
But not like camping and other shit, like being on boats.
No,
like,
that won't
just,
be fun.
Just leave me at home
That
because
won't-
I'm just going to be horrible.
Yeah.
Will be negative.
Don't wanna be around
will
me.
be negative fun.
Yeah, and everybody knows that, but then,
Yeah.
I still get roped in. And, oh, come on, let's go snowshoeing. I'm like, what? Fuck that. It's freezing. You really want to put up with me during that? Just complain the whole time? Like a huge baby?
So this is a song I would love to hear a BSer call in and talk about because I love it just because I know Wade. But I need to hear the outside perspective because to me it's done. It's goddamn done.
Yeah, send us a review on that
Yeah.
because it's fucking him. But I like how you write in here.
Yeah.
That sounds like a drag.
Yeah.
That sounds way too hard. That I picked that part up because it
Because I
alludes
got to do all this stuff.
Yeah, but it
Still.
alludes. This is pre-go.
Oh, yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like usually, like Patrick said, once you're there, you might have gotten to the mountain and been like, "Oh, this is sweet." But you got it the 5-hour drive the whole way.
Oh, that
You're
was
probably-
inspired by going to Crater Lake in, I think, Washington, which is like one of the most beautiful places I've ever been in my
Right.
life.
But you hated.
But we had to
being
drive there, and it's like, what? We could look this up online.
Right.
The only critique I have is that you add a subtitle, an autobiography.
Yeah. So I guess this one's
This one's done.
There's not much else to talk about on this
As
one.
far as
I mean, you want to get technical? We can.
Yeah, I
we can
do.
get technical. I would like to talk about the basics of the song.
Okay.
So, melody is probably the best part of it. Would you say? Would you
Yeah.
agree with that,
Oh,
Patrick?
for sure.
So, like, the melody's the best part. How'd you get the melody? Were you,
I don't
because
know.
Wade's also notorious for, he used to be a painter, and he would be painting somewhere, and he would just be all this
Yeah.
Is that something that popped in your head and then you made something out of
Think
it?
back. This is a song that's been around for a while that I never finished. I mean, I recorded it years ago, so it's hard to remember what went into it. I know I did it upstairs here in the new house, so it's not that old.
It's probably a couple years
It's a
old.
few years old, yeah. I would have just started with probably a basic like garage sale keyboard click or just a click track. Then usually I probably put bass on this first, just listening to it. Like that groove was probably drum and bass first.
And that's probably around the time when you were playing bass a lot.
Yeah, I think I did. I think I did that and then put the vocals on it even before guitar. I think guitar were like the last things I put on it. And that keyboard, which
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
it makes it sound like I don't know.
Is,
Like
is
a
that what's
Doors
at
sound or
the?
something.
Yeah.
Is that what's in the outro? Because that sounds
Oh,
great.
that is just yeah, that's just a weird ambient thing. But I'm
Yeah.
talking about the actual
Oh, yeah.
keys. Like, I think I used Arturia Collection, the Vox,
You just
the
something in
Vox
there.
organ.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has this dirty, grainy feel, but it's like an old timey,
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Was it played through the pig nose?
No, that was just all virtual instrument.
Might be pre-pick nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pre-pig nose is
Whole
a
thing was
distinct period in
pre-pick nose.
time.
Yeah,
It was pre-pick
It's like
nose,
the
yeah.
pre-CBS corporate
Yeah.
buyout. It's like,
I did have a hard time getting the chorus to sit right for a while, and while I was mixing it this time, I actually just pulled some stuff out to let it breathe more.
one thing on the chorus, I didn't notice it on the second one. The first one, I circled the word ever. I didn't like the way you sang it. Ever, I think is how
Okay.
you like. So I was like, seemed like it. I don't know. Seemed like it dragged out. That was the only critique really I
Okay.
had for the way things were sung.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out then.
It seemed like you were trying to fit it in a box it didn't fit in. But it,
Okay.
like, I don't know how else you would say it, or if there's another word you could replace it with that would make it better. But that was all I had.
Well, I mean, it's true.
Yeah, anything ever. I just don't want to do anything ever.
All right.
That nails that down.
think
So
that's
now
it,
you
yeah.
know Wade. So like and subscribe to that shit.
Mash that like
Yeah,
and subscribe.
Good luck.
That's a good point, but we would appreciate it if you did like and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. We've got a new website up, belongingsongs.com. You can contact us there at bs@belongingsongs.com, and one of us will get right back to you. Thank you for listening. Please, Bib, this is fucking horrible. I don't, just
I also
forget
think
it.
I went in the middle of it, so let's
You
do
know
that
what?
again.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Podcast sounds fucking like a total waste of time.
Listen,
New verse.
go ahead and listen to this.
Don't want a podcast. It sounds fucking dumb.
So thanks for listening, whatever.
Was that Bruce Springsteen?
Yeah, oh yeah. Jesus Christ.
Our video just went down. We'll put that on YouTube. Thanks for listening or whatever. I guess you can go to our social media sites if you want. I don't care.
Yeah, like or subscribe.
Like or subscribe. Leave us reviews. Eat a snack plate. No, but really, we do thank you for listening. We hope to continue to grow this thing. And we'll see you next week. Bye. All right. So, man.
He's got it this time. Yeah, buddy. All right.
All right, tonight.
All right.
All right.
I don't think anybody could ever take him seriously. You gotta see his face. You have to see his face. What happened?
Now I've got to
what?
try and do that to you guys.
I know. What? Wait. What happened? Everything stopped. Hey,
Sorry.
Great. Another half hour of this.
you cause it. You're not seeing it right.
I don't know what the problem is.
You can't see you. What happened?
Okay, so negative fun.
You think it's fucking over? It's not.
I'm good. I'm totally good.
We got through negative fun really quick. It was a good time, but it was a short episode. So we've got another bonus song for you.
You deserve more.
You deserve more. You do negative fun.
That's a positive fun.
Yes.
In maths.
Maths. #maths. So
I like carry the one fun.
I don't think you do that anymore.
What?
I think there's a whole different way.
Wait,
to
are
do
there
it.
remainders?
They changed math?
Yeah.
Is this where we complain about core curriculum?
Right.
Isn't
Common Core.
you can't change math? It's fact. I digress.
So
Let's talk about this.
What is this podcast?
Seriously.
this is the Math Podcast.
Math
Another song off of Brad and I's 2011 seminal work, Meatballs and Beyond.
Is this the one with one copy sold?
No.
Oh, damn it.
We did recently sell one of Brad's albums, and now we want to get stickers made to put on all of them that say one copy
copy
sold
sold. Yeah.
worldwide.
That's huge.
That's big.
It's huge.
So this song was in very bad shape. I believe I had asked you guys to listen to the original version of this on the way over today.
And we did.
Yeah, so what are your thoughts? This is called Job Brigade, and I think it was a little rough.
The one we listened to on the way here wasn't terrible. I mean, it was a hot mix. It was old Wade mix. I had to mention to Patrick that, it was a lot of drinking when we were
probably-
making all these back then. So it was, the song was there.
Yeah,
the song came through.
Song was great. I was riding shotgun in
Yeah, he
Brad's
liked
truck, and I was giggling along.
Okay.
And I also gave him a glance because the vocals came in a little hard.
Well, he originally thought it was the new version.
Oh, nice.
And so he looks at me, he goes, "Man, the vocals are a little hot."
Gonna have to talk. Gonna have to comment on the mix a little.
Yeah, his production's back to sucking.
what happened to Wade?
Yeah.
I hope that you guys like the production on this. I spent a bunch of time on it, and again, I've alluded to this before. I didn't plan on spending a lot of time on these bonus songs. Bonus songs in the future will be songs that are mixed or have been mixed, and we'll just, listen to them. This was in such bad shape. The session I pulled up, I was worried I wasn't even going to be able to turn it into anything that I thought was listenable. I did spend like 3 days working on this song. I did add new drums and bass to it, and a ton of editing, arranging, and just lots and lots of work. On this.
But I think you're going to continue to find that, because especially if you're going to pull open, especially stuff like this. I mean, how many tracks were there?
There was a lot of tracks
We
on this.
all we did was just new track, and then we would do something completely different. All right, new track.
Yeah, all
Something completely
unlabeled.
different. All unlabeled, just new track. Go.
It took me a
Here we go.
while to get the session manageable, just to work in.
Right. So the time that you're talking about putting into it is probably because of we did
Yeah.
it to you.
And there were a lot of things that we had committed some effects to, and it was horrible.
Right. Right.
And there was a lot of just mistakes recording that we thought were funny, that we turned up.
That was dreadful.
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah.
That was dreadful.
There was a Rolling Stone sample in there
Yep.
that just did not fit. Good idea, but it just wasn't working. So a lot
She
of that
died.
stuff, yeah, a lot of that stuff got taken out. And I think it's a lot better now. And I do have the original lyrics written down in a notebook for this, and there's a little drawing for each character in the song. which I'll
We need
try
to
and
put
dig
that
out
online.
and put it online for
Yeah.
you. Yeah. So let's give this a listen. It's called Job Brigade, and this is the new mix as a bonus song for you.
Jimmy got a job at the local Walmart. He dropped out of school 'cause he wasn't very smart. He joined the Job Brigade. He joined the Job Brigade. Had a couple kids, but he just couldn't do it. In fact, all his things, now his family's ruined. Yeah, he went away. Oh yeah, he went away. Jimmy, what you doing? Why'd you put your wife through it? He went away today. He went away today. He went away today. He went away today. Life is hard when you don't make the money. Life is hard when you don't make the money. Life is hard when you don't make the money. Life is hard when you don't make the money. Life is hard when you don't make the money. Life's so hard when you don't make the money. Life is hard when you don't make the money. Life is hard. Look. Debbie was a waitress at the old Christmas moon until I got held up on Sunday afternoon. She quit the Job Brigade. She quit the Job Brigade. Feeling so hopeless, accidentally bought the pumpkins. Found her in the morning with the needle in her arm. She lost her life today. She lost her life today. Tell me what you doing? Why'd you put your kids through it? She lost her life today. 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 Life is hard when you don't make the money. Life is hard when you don't make the money. Life is hard when you don't make the money. Life is hard when you don't make the money. Life is hard when you don't make the money. Life's so hard when you don't make the money. Life is hard when you don't make the money. Life is hard when you don't make the money. Johnny's got the mom, now he's on the street. He's working for a living, trying to make ends meet. He's selling lemonade. He's selling lemonade. He's selling lemonade. He's selling lemonade. Life is hard when you don't make the money. Life is hard when you don't make the money. Life is hard when you don't make the money. Life is hard when you don't make the money. Life is hard when you don't make the money. Life's so hard when you don't make the money. Life is hard when you don't make the money. Life is hard when you don't make the money.
That's good.
So I left some of the funny stuff in, tried to anyway. Ton of arranging. What do you guys think?
It's a different song.
Yeah,
Right?
it's a completely different song. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's
really good.
actually
It's tight.
a song now.
You know, like that's these songs. I'll admit they're in another place for me. Like
not
I
something
don't.
you want to revisit.
No,
often.
well, I just don't take them very seriously.
Yeah.
You know, like I took them about as serious as we took
This
recording
song
them.
gets pretty serious.
But it's pretty serious. The whole that's what I'm getting at. Like the whole mood changed
Yeah.
of the song. Like before, I'd never really listened to it or paid attention to it
Yeah.
because of, like I said, it just wasn't a lot of effort, so it didn't get a lot of respect from me. So the effort gets new respect.
Yeah.
You know, so it was pretty good. It's really good.
Always like a super we viewed as like super silly.
Yeah, just
But
bullshit.
this song actually has some social commentary that is
absolutely.
like pretty heavy.
I guess it does. Yeah, people are dying.
Yeah.
I think we've talked about this before, but if you want to hook me into a song lyrically, I love an up-tempo rhythm with depressing lyrics.
Right.
And it's one thing that Passion Pit does well,
Yep,
and
you've
it's
mentioned
one
that
thing
before.
that you do well. And it really just draws me in because I relate to it personally as sort of the sad clown vibe that I find myself in sometimes. But the song it's incredibly relevant and it's incredibly serious, yet fun.
Right. And I'm so happy to give this new life and turn it into something that we actually would want to listen to. Because I remember us recording this and having an absolute blast.
It was my fondness of it is not because of the music.
right. It's the memories.
You know what I mean? Like, I was never happy completely with the songs. It was creating the songs was really fun.
So like the really fun part of revisiting this album and actually mixing the songs is to like bring those two together to meet.
Yeah,
Like,
and you did a great job with this. Like the breakdowns, the first life is hard, everything kind of drops out. I love that.
Well, you notice the entire song before just had that organ as the beat.
That was it.
That was the
There's no dynamics.
that was the drums and bass was
Yep.
that old organ. I took that out of most all the rest of the song and just left it in those breakdown parts,
and
which
it
gives it a little
highlights them
different.
great.
Yeah.
This might be surprising, but one of my favorite parts of the song is the outro. I really like how the song terminates.
So I was surprised at how well the vocals were. I thought they were going to be really tough to work with. They are too hot. Like everything was recorded poorly, so you'll hear them a little distorted and I had to combat that by basically using a lot of effects and processing to kind of cover some of that deficiency
To
up.
blend it in with the current
but
texture.
But I think it worked, and those end vocals they do sound really good.
No, they sound great. And
They sound awesome.
there's something I caught right when they come in. I don't know if this probably, let's get technical. Something's phased.
Yeah, I
Coming down there.
I wrote down what is it?
Yeah.
With an arrow.
So
right there.
you know what it was? It was in the original track. It's called a thunder tube. It's basically
Oh,
just a
yeah.
tube with a spring on it.
Oh, sweet.
Yes.
And it
I remember we like, well, this fucking thing's going in, right?
right.
Oh, it sounds great.
Yeah.
So I was gonna take it out, but the solo is so short and it leaves this weird empty spot. I was like, well, I'm leaving it in. I just did some weird effects stuff to it.
Did you write down?
I wrote swoosh phase ? Whatever it is.
I wrote
and,
out what is it?
We've talked a lot about Wade's solos
Oh,
in the past.
But I wrote down directly above what is it is good solo fix.
That's what
Good save, Wade.
that's my solo from 2011.
Pretty good though.
That's
Like,
about as good as it got.
really,
back then.
really good.
I was commenting to Brad when we listened to the original version here too. I don't know what you've done. You've done it in 2 songs now to get that kazoo sound.
That fucking pig nose. Man.
No,
It's amazing. It's so amazing.
there's actually kazoo.
Oh, we put kazoo in there.
We did.
So you're telling me to get the
Fuck me
kazoo
right.
sound, you used kazoo.
Well, listen. Let's
get technical.
Let's get serious. Get the thunder sticks in the kazoo.
I'm so glad you mentioned that because I would have forgot.
What brand kazoo are you using?
I think it was a Honer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah, it was green.
So there was 2 solo guitar tracks that did the same thing with different tones, and then there were 2 kazoo tracks that just followed the solo.
You know damn well you have to double kazoo. Right?
Oh yeah. You
mean,
gotta thicken it up.
You can't go in with just. We're lucky we didn't get kazoo harmonies.
And that's so funny that
I
you
want
mentioned-
I want a John Popper vest with nothing but like kazoos.
Okay, so yeah, that was while I was working on that, I made a mental note. I was like, Patrick's gonna love this, and then I forgot it coming in here because it's been a couple days since I worked at.
You're doing something.
It sounds like a kazoo.
Sounds like kazoo. Oh, you mean the kazoo? The doubled kazoo?
Yeah, that's what was throwing me.
That's great. That's awesome. No, that's a good mop job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm conflicted as to whether I even want to like play the old one for the listeners, for UBSers.
Listen.
Probably gonna leave it out if you want
It's
to hear
been on
it.
fucking Spotify since 2012.
Yeah,
so
you had your shit.
yeah, it's just if you didn't listen to it, go fuck yourself.
If
You
you
get the
really,
new one.
really want to hear it,
You get the
send
new
us
one
a
and you
message.
fucking like it.
It's self-addressed stamped envelope too.
Send us a message and we'll send you 10 CDs. 'Cause I gotta get rid of those fucking things.
That's right. If you want one thing, you will get a lot of shit. One
All right.
copy sold.
So,
And a double neck kazoo.
One. Yeah, double that.
hey, BSers, this is Wade, busting into this episode as I work to finish it up. Here's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna put the original version of Job Brigade up on our website for anyone who wants to hear all the changes that we're talking about here on the episode. So go to belongingsongs.com, hit up the songs page, and both versions will be there for you to listen to. All right, back to the episode. All right.
That was good.
Anything else we want to
No,
comment on
that was
this?
good.
Hey, they've heard it. We've heard it.
That was a good recovery.
So that wraps up this episode. Thank you for listening. Again, we are just having so much fun doing this, and we hope that you, the BSers, are enjoying this as well. Please check us out on our social media accounts. We are on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and we have our own website, belongingsongs.com. You can message us there or send us an email, bs@belongingsongs.com. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you again next week. Patrick just dusted us, and it keeps getting worse. I don't know how it happens.
It's like a poo magnifier.
It's like you dropped a poop on the floor, and it's like
That
a
poo
snow.
had babies and then more poo.
Yeah, it's good. Boom, done. Next.